Hello and welcome to today's class. We are going to look at scalar multiplication of matrices. Of course, we are building into us being able to multiply a matrix by a matrix, but we begin by multiplying a matrix by a scalar. So whenever you have a number, let's say a number A, all right, and you are multiplying A by a matrix. And we are going to, let's have this matrix here as X, Y, and W, Z. All right, so whenever you are having a situation where you're multiplying a number which is necessarily not a matrix, okay, so it is a random number. It could be a whole number, it could be a decimal, it could be a fraction, could be an algebraic term. So whenever you have a situation where you're multiplying a number A by a whole matrix of any order, we say that that is a scalar multiplication. And so A here is what we call the scalar. A here is what we call a scalar, all right? That is what we call a scalar. So we are multiplying A by the matrix that we are having here. So whenever you have a situation like this, what this means is that we're supposed to multiply A by every term in the matrix. And so the multiplication of A by this matrix, the multiplication of A, scalar multiplication of A with this matrix that we have here will give the following result. So it will be A multiplying X, and so that will be AX, and A multiplying W, that will be AW, all right? A times Y giving us AY, and A times Z giving us AZ. So basically what we notice is that A multiplies every term within the matrix. Now let us handle our first example under that, then see what we get. All right, so for our first example, we have a question here. Find the values of M and P and Q. All right, if we are having 3 multiplying the matrix 3, 4, 2, 5, minus 4 multiplying the matrix 1, 2, 3, 4, and that should give us M, N, P, and Q. So we are supposed to find what we get if these two scalar multiplication are actually subtracted. So we are going to start by multiplying 3 by each term in this particular matrix. And so notice that will be 3 times 3 giving us 9, 3 times 4 giving us 12, 3 times 2 giving us 6, 3 times 5 giving us 15, okay, into negative, actually let us just have it as negative there. So 4 times 1, 4 times 1 giving us 4, and 4 times 2 giving us 8, 4 times 3 giving us 12, 4 times 4 giving us 16. And of course, we are saying that that should give us the values of M, N, P, and Q. Now note that for us to find M, N, P, and Q, we're going to then have to finish this operation here. So basically, we're going to have 9 minus 4, all right? We did subtraction of matrices in the previous video. So 9 minus 4 will give us 5. 12 minus 8. 12 minus 8 will give us 4, all right? 12 minus 8 will give us 4. And so 6 minus 12 will give us negative 6, and 15 minus 16. 15 minus 16 will give us negative 1. And so we are saying that this is what will be the values of M, P, N, and Q. All right, so basically from what we are seeing here, we can deduce the values of M, N, P, and Q based on this particular matrix that we are seeing here. So that means that the value of M will be 5, the value of N will be 4, the value of P will be negative 6, and the value of Q will be negative 1. So you can write that down and have it as the value of M, because we were supposed to find the values of M and P. Though at this particular point, your answer is correct. But anyways, the value of M will be given as 5. The value of N will be given as 4. The value of P will be given as negative 6. And the value of Q will be given as -1. So that's it for that one. Let us do the last example, then call it a day. All right, so for our last example, we are having the matrix 3, 4, -2, 0 plus 2 into -4, 2, 7, -1, giving us 4m. And so we're supposed to find the matrix M, all right, in this particular equation, all right? So what should be the matrix M here? So this is going to be easy. So we're going to solve whatever is in the left-hand side first, and then try to equate that to our equation, and then probably find what that matrix will be. All right, so looking at this one here, let's start by the let us start with the scalar multiplication of this particular matrix. And so that's going to be, we're having 3, -2, 4, 0. So basically we've done nothing with that particular matrix, plus, all right, so 2 times -4 will give us -8. 2 times 2 will give us 4. 2 times 7 will give us 14. 2 times -1 will give us -2. And that is supposed to be equal to 4 times the matrix M. All right, so we're going to add these two matrices. All right, when we add these two matrices, what we're going to get 3 plus -8, and that's going to give us -5. 4 plus 4 will give us 8. -2 plus 14 will give us 12. 0 plus -2 will give us -2, and that's supposed to be equal to 4 times the matrix M. All right, so I want you to look at this matrix, and yes, so I want you to look at this matrix, this equation here, sorry, and tell me how, basically you can't tell me because this video is pre-recorded, but basically I want you to try and figure out how we can find the value of matrix M. So for us to find the value of matrix M, we are going to divide both the left and the right hand side by the scalar 4. All right, so we're going to divide this here by 4. All right, this left hand side, and in the spirit of doing so, we are going to multiply the left hand side by 1/4. All right, actually it's the same thing. It's as if I'm multiplying both ends by 1/4, so that 4 divided by 4 will leave me with M. Okay, 4 divided by 4 will leave me with M, which is the matrix that I want to find. And so M will be equal to 1/4 into -5, 12, 8, and -2. So this here is the matrix M that we were supposed to find in that particular question. All right, so if we were to simplify it further, maybe we would have that M is equal to, all right, so it will be -5 divided by -5. We're going to basically divide everything by 4 here. It's 1/4, multiplying by 1/4, which is the same as dividing every element here by 4. Okay, so it's going to be -5 divided by 4, which is going to be -5 all over 4, and then 12 divided by 4 will give us 3, and 8 divided by 4 will give us 2, and -2 divided by 4 will give us -1/2. All right. So that's it for this particular class, where we were handling scalar multiplication, and we tried looking at problems that we actually that you need knowledge of what actually scalar multiplication does to then go ahead and solve for problems related to it. All right, if you have any question, drop it in the comment section, and see you and have an awesome day.